If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
Recently, the Senate Intelligence Committee held a hearing on the use of social media misinformation campaigns by foreign actors. While the senators did address the Russian internet troll farms known as the Internet Research Agency, there was a gaping hole in their hearing when it comes to the troll farms being utilized in other countries, including right here in the United States.
There are literally dozens of military programs to control social media. This is a story by Steve Watson up on Infowars.com. And he says that reporters in the London Guardian revealed that DARPA is engaging in multiple programs targeting Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Kickstarter, and other popular social media sites. For example, a government campaign on Twitter that supports vaccinations can engage with followers who are more likely to take certain actions. For example, spreading a campaign message based on their opinions. And when anti-government messages are spread in social media, the government would want to spread counter messages to balance that effort. Hence, identify people who are more likely to spread such counter messages based on their opinions. Now, that's a quote from the people who wrote the study. They're talking about how they're going to use social media to control people that they know will be their own personal trolls. That's right. DARPA's looking for a few good trolls.
Thanks to Edward Snowden, we are aware of the United Kingdom's Joint Threat Research Intelligence Group that state they are monitoring the accounts of domestic extremists who fit the profile similar to those like Tommy Robinson, while Canada has admitted it employs its own online secret police.
So is it okay to have the government monitor social media conversations and then to wade in and correct some of those conversations?
At the same time, it opens up a bit of a question. I'd like to call it a Pandora's box of, what exactly is the government's aim here? And what do they hope to accomplish with what they find out? And as they accumulate this information online, this data on us, where does that data go?
And according to The Guardian, a recent study at Harvard University found that the Chinese authorities were placing 448 million pro-regime phony comments on the internet each year, with an army of trolls as numerous as 2 million strong. Not to mention the troll farms in North and South Korea, Israel, Turkey, and the Ukraine. And then there are all of the innocent Americans that have had their accounts shut down in the wake of the government purge of Russia, as Wired writes. Wired independently verified that at least 4 accounts were created by people with no demonstrable ties to Russia. Their handles were published by a congressional committee identifying them in some minds as Russian agents.
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. I want to thank Facebook for their move yesterday to delete 32 pages and 290,000 accounts on the basis that Russia and other outside actors are continuing to weaponize social media platforms.
So it's tractable to tell what's fake. It's harder but doable to figure out who's behind it. And then you need to understand who's behind it, be tracking the landscape of threat actors. That's where somebody is making a determination who's against our interests and who doesn't matter.
Ultimately, as the crux is, are these bad actors that are doing this, or is this other actors practicing what might otherwise be their free speech?
Who makes the determination as to who's a good actor and a bad actor? That's what I really struggle with.
You see, senators, while you point your finger at Russia, 3 are staring right back at you. John Bound reporting for Infowars.com.
Infowars, tomorrow's news today.